Okay, so hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a really exciting video for you all. I'm going to be doing a Q&A. So, please ignore the state of me. I just wanted to chat my hair up because it's quite greasy. And I feel so weird because I haven't filmed a sit down video for this channel since before Thailand in February. This feels really weird. But yeah, anyway, I just thought we'd have a little catch up, Q&A. I asked you all for some anonymous questions because I feel like more people actually bother answering when they are anonymous questions, you know, which I do understand. But yeah, also my voice is a bit croaky because I'm just getting over a cold. And like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. It would mean the world to me, and let's jump in. So guys, I actually lost a bit of the footage where I entered the sponsor, but I do have so many questions constantly about my driving and me learning to drive, so roll on the sponsor. So I had a driving lesson and I wanted to quickly talk to you about my driving lessons and talk about the amazing company that are kindly sponsoring me for this part of the video. I have spoke about them before and I know a lot of you are interested, as a lot of you are the same age as me obviously and you're wanting to drive. So I'm going to be talking about the company Adrian Flux. Adrian Flux are an insurance broker that insure thousands of learners and young drivers across the UK. Despite them already having a large customer base, they are still quite relatively not that known compared to other huge companies, and they wanted to use people like me to change that, because when they got in contact with me I was like, oh, I've never really done something like this before and I really thought it would suit my channel well, like I said, because of the age of you all, and driving is something I really want to do. Basically, Adrian Flux's main aim is to insure thousands of young drivers across the UK and to help you learn how to drive. We all know insurance can be so hard to get as a young driver just starting or learning, and what they do is, if you're learning to drive, they can insure you, or say on your parents' car if you don't have your own car yet, for as little as 65p per day, which is amazing. So good for us young people. Even better, they offer short-term learner insurance, so you only have to pay for the time that you're learning to drive, which is incredible. I feel like if you are learning to drive, you know it's just so hard to get insurance. Adrian Flux will be your answer, I promise you. I feel like I only need a few more lessons until I can hopefully take my test. So you guys can check out the link in the description, because then you can find out more, and if you are really interested in being insured as a young learner / driver, you will want to check Adrian Flux out, trust me. I promise you will not regret it. And thank you to Adrian Flux for working with me for this part of the video. I really appreciate them. Let's go, ladies. Right, why don't you let your natural hair grow out instead of having extensions in? Just a question. Yes, I know it's just a question. That's not a meme. Because I tried. My hair naturally used to be like literally the same length as 24-inch extensions, but then I started dyeing it and ruining it and then got extensions, and you know what? I had like over a year break from 2022 to the start of 2023, and then I got them for LA again, and it barely grew. And I just don't like how I look with them, without them even, and I just prefer having long hair. I always had long hair growing up, and it's not really like bothering me getting extensions, so why not? Like, obviously one day if I can't afford them I just won't get them, but for now that's why. Hey, I just wanted to say I've been watching your videos for a while now and I absolutely love your travel vlogs. Would there be any countries that you wouldn't travel to and why? Maybe due to safety reasons or something else. Thank you for being so sweet and genuine as well. Oh, thank you, that's so sweet. Thank you, my lovely girl. I there's nothing off the top of my head. I can't think of any that, obviously, like, I wouldn't go to places that have wars, you know, obviously, like, I just wouldn't. I don't think anyone would. I wouldn't, so you know all the countries that have wars in, but I'm trying to think of any countries I wouldn't go to due to other reasons. I can't think of any. Like, there's nowhere that I wouldn't want to go besides countries at war. But if I had to pick, probably Dubai. I would go, and it's only because I want to travel to so many places, and that's just not at the top of my priority list for travelling to. It doesn't seem that interesting to me. It just seems like it's full of influencers or wannabes, and I don't know, it's just a bit like, oh, I don't know, like, I definitely would go. My boyfriend went with his family a couple of times, like, before I met him, when he was younger, and he absolutely loved it, so I probably would. I just would rather go to many other places first, and that's all I can really think of. I mean, yeah. While someone's put not a question or anything, please don't stop doing YouTube. I'm 21 with no one to talk to, and it watching you feels like FaceTime. I love it. Oh my god, that is so sweet. Thank you. I'll never stop. Even if the money stops, I won't stop, because I love doing it. It's so fulfilling to me. Does being an influencer ever affect your relationship with family or boyfriend? No, not in the slightest. The only thing I can think of is my sister doesn't like being on camera, so like if I'm vlogging family holiday or Christmas, it can like piss her off a little bit, but it doesn't really affect, like, she gets it and I just don't get her in the videos. I can't really think of a time where it has affected my relationship. I'm trying really hard to think. Definitely my first relationship, 100% my first relationship, god, that, yeah, to be fair. When I was younger and people that followed me were younger, I used to be a lot more intrigued in my relationship, and they would try and ruin things a lot, and they just, like, we literally were like bullied online for our relationship constantly, and it was awful. But my relationship now, no, definitely not. Just definitely doesn't get in the way. Do you still have anything to do with Ellis? Not, like, we follow each other on socials. We sometimes will, like, message once in a blue moon, but no, not really. Obviously he's an ex, and it's just, you know, be respectful to your current boyfriend. But yeah, but we're on really, really good terms, so. My friends and I were looking to book Thailand, but in July it's meant to be rainy. What's the weather been like for you? Well, we went in February, so that will be a complete different, like, time. Me saying the weather probably will not help at all, but the weather was perfect. It was so hot, and it only rained once at the night time, when we were out for like 10 minutes, and that was it. But I would just say go for it, because I know so many people that go to places during their rainy seasons or their like tropical seasons. For example, me and Toby went to Florida last July, and I was reading up a lot, and it was like, oh, it's really rainy. It really wasn't. Like, it rained nearly every day, don't get me wrong, but it would genuinely be for like 10 minutes at a time, and that was it. Like, it would be like 10 minutes rain a day, and that's it. Boiling hot during the raining even. So I would just say go for it. Just, you'll be fine. What are the bugs like, especially in Koh Sok National Park? This is about Thailand, by the way. The bugs really weren't that bad. I was expecting quite a lot worse. There's a hell of a lot of lizards in that national park, like a hell of a lot. But I'm not really that bad with lizards, really. It's more little bugs, and I really didn't see many little bugs. I don't think I even saw one spider, so you should be fine, don't worry. Someone's put, isn't Thailand a bit dangerous to visit by yourself? I don't think I could do it. No. I feel like this is such a thing that you hear from older generations. Like, they think Thailand's so dodgy and like so risky. I am not joking. I felt so safe there, like so safe. The men weren't weird. the people were so lovely, and I just genuinely felt safe. There was one morning where Katie went on this hike with our group, and because of my chronic pain, I couldn't do it. And I just walked around Fifi, PP, whatever it's called, on my own, and I actually was thinking, as I was doing, like walking around, I was like, I won't be able to do this in like Paris. I won't be able to do this in a lot of places in Europe, just walk around on my own and feel okay and feel like men weren't looking at me. I honestly stand by that. Like, I found it so safe. But do you think it would be hard to be veggie or vegan in the places that you went? No. Vegan probably quite hard. Not quite hard, like you could get away with it. But I think if you're veggie, you should be fine. Vegan, probably a little bit more difficult. When are you planning on moving out? Oh, not for a long time. I'm thinking like 2026. So I'll be 22. Will I? Yeah, I'll be 22-ish. Either 21 or 22. Simply because I don't want to rent. Personally, it doesn't interest me. I would rather save all my money and get on the property ladder, buy a mortgage. I don't judge anyone for renting. It is literally most of the time the only option for people, whether that's because they can't live at home, they don't want to live with their family, or they genuinely cannot afford a mortgage because of this bloody day and age. Like, it's ridiculous, the price of things. So I don't judge anyone, but I will live at home until I can afford a mortgage to move out and get my own house, get on the property ladder. Are you still doing your A-levels? No. I know. So if you didn't know, I actually bought online A-level English language and psychology last year. Was it last year? Last January. So a long time ago. And it was a hell of a lot of money. A big waste of money. Because I realised after a couple months of doing them, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but one, I physically cannot teach myself. Like, I don't even know why I thought I could. Like, what? And secondly, I've got this idea in my head, and it's like, I only got them A-levels because I was scared for my future, because obviously YouTube's it's not guaranteed forever. And I thought, right, I'll do the A-levels and then I'll have a backup. But the thing is, I thought about it, and if I'm spending all my days studying, then I'm not doing YouTube and I'm missing out on things, you know? So I just thought, the reason I'm doing these A-levels is stupid. And I want to live my life. You know, if YouTube fails, I will cross that bridge when I get to it, to be honest. You know, I'll sort something out for myself, and you don't need blimmin' A-levels anyway, you know, unless, I mean, you don't need them in this day and age. Like, you just don't, even if you want a normal job. But yeah, that's why I stopped doing them. I just wanted to focus back on my YouTube, and I wanted to travel and all that fun stuff, because otherwise I'll miss out on it all. I know it's got to be deep, but you know what I mean? I miss your party holidays with Katie. Oh, you're so cute. That is a stage of my life I am long over. I'm just not into it anymore, to be honest. I don't know how I did it. Like, I did 3 party holidays in 2022 with Katie. Like, was I actually mentally okay? Don't get me wrong, I do love a little piss up on holiday, little dance here and there on holiday, but I wouldn't go specifically to a place like Zante or Malia or anywhere else, because first of all, I've done it, and I don't know, just nothing really tickles my fancy anymore. Like, me and Katie, we go on holiday together, obviously, but I wouldn't call it party holidays. Does that make sense? Thailand was actually pretty party holiday like, so go watch them vlogs because there are some funny old footages in there. Funny old footages? That doesn't even make sense. Celebrity crush. Jude Law. Just Jude Law in the holiday and before. Oh, even now. Dilf. I don't know if he has kids, but he's still a Dilf. Yeah, just Jude Law, to be honest. Someone's put, why are you always dressing in revealing clothes? Because I want to. First of all, I really don't think they're that revealing. Come on, like, grow up. Second of all, because I want to, because one day I won't be able to when I'm really, really old, so I might as well make the most of it. And also, 3, I have texture issues. This is going to sound really weird, but this is probably why sometimes you'll see what I'm wearing and you'll be like, why is she wearing a friggin' skirt in the autumn and the winter? It's freezing outside. Right, I physically cannot wear, well, I can if I really force myself to. I can't wear things that are tight on my legs. It's always been like that. I've always found it really weird. I just have severe texture issues with food and clothes. I hate the feeling of, I can't wear jeans. Hate the feeling of jeans. Leggings I can sort of get away with, but obviously you can't really just wear leggings out night. Like I don't really want to just like wear my lovely tops with leggings, do you know what I mean? And that is why I do wear skirts. And yeah, you might think, oh, well, your skirts are really short. That's because I have seriously long legs. Like, what do you want me to do? But, meh. Like, let me wear what I want, okay? No, I don't really care, like, that is a genuine reason I don't like wearing things on my legs, but I do wear a coat. Have you ever had a pregnancy scare? Yes, I have. Very scary when I was quite young in my first relationship. It was very scary, but I wasn't. Well, I don't think I was. Can you please tell us your route in Thailand, all the places you visited? I might go backpacking there in February, but not sure where to go visit. So me and Katie bought a like package deal travel tour with a company called True Travel, TRU Travel, and that you can look, we did the 14-day Thailand island hopper tour and it was so good. I really would recommend going with a tour group. A lot of the people that were in our tour were actually in that tour for 2 weeks and then they were going to be going exploring on their own after, which I think is such a good idea. Definitely do that unless you really don't want to, because you meet people and there's other people that are staying there longer, and I would just say it makes you feel a lot more comfortable if you do a group even for a couple of weeks and then, you know, spread your wings and fly off on your own. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that, to be honest. What age did you start social media and do you have any tips for starting? I started when I was 12, just turning 13, so I was like a month before I turned 13. And I really don't have any tips for starting. I think it would quite literally be impossible to get big on YouTube now because YouTube is a dying place. It's dying slowly. No, it's fine. TikTok, yeah, go for it. Obviously, if you do want to start YouTube, just go for YouTube as well. I'm just being dramatic. But you've got to be different. And when I say you've got to be different, that has got to either be the content you create and the way you do it, or you as a person. If you're different, you're not boring. Although sometimes that doesn't even matter, because honestly, these people I see blowing up on TikTok, I'm just like, what? You're not even, not everyone, obviously, just a few people. I'm just like, what? Like, they are so, like, I'm sure they're lovely. I'm sure they are, but they're just, like, I sometimes think, why are people so interested? And then I get people on my For You page that are like absolutely hilarious and they have hardly any followers. It is crazy, and it is sadly about looks a lot of the time, which is stupid. When you think about it, who are the most famous TikTokers in the UK, the USA? Usually, not all of the time, they are, because they're absolutely stunning and they don't actually have that much of a personality. Just saying. I'm not thinking of anyone in specific, by the way, I'm just like saying, yeah, anyway. That is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and comment down below any future questions you have to give me, because I like questions. I used to love doing Q&As when I was little, and now, to be honest. You know, like when you go into a doctor's and you have to like tick the little boxes. Oh, so fun. Anyway, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I love you all so much and I'll see you soon.